Very glad you could join us on the Weather Network. Once again, it is time to be joined by our night sky guy, Andrew Fazekas, who has been very busy this week, I'm sure, looking upwards because, Andrew, there was lots to see. We'll talk about the meteor shower, of course, that recently occurred. And first, though, I want to get to business. What can we expect to see skywards coming up?
Hey, Chris. Well, this week it's, again, like you said, busy stuff in the sky. And for this, on tap for this weekend and actually into early part of next week, you'll see two worlds pass in the night. And in this case, we're talking about our own moon and the granddaddy of all planets, that's Jupiter. These two beautiful, spectacles in the sky are going to be converging over the course of the next few nights. So tomorrow night, if you go out Saturday night, around supper time, 6 p.m., very civilized stargazing time, you go out, look towards the south, you'll be greeted by a very bright star. You may have noticed that. It's been there for months. That's Jupiter. It's the brightest star-like object in the southern evening sky. You can't miss it. But now what we have is a new player on stage. That's the moon. The crescent moon will slowly glide closer to Jupiter. So on Saturday, it'll be pretty far away to the lower right. Then by Sunday, it's getting quite close to Jupiter. And then the peak time is Monday night. It'll be only 4 degrees above Jupiter, the moon will be. And 4 degrees is equal to about 8 full moon disks apart, the two worlds will be. But what's really cool here in this case is to think that the moon is 400,000 kilometers distant from us, and Jupiter is a whopping 770 million kilometers away from us. So this huge, vast difference in distances, yet they look so close together in the sky. It's just an optical illusion, but what a beautiful sight.
Well, you took the words out of my mouth there, Andrew. Now, you mentioned supper time tomorrow. Now, for Sunday and Monday, will that also be around the dinner time hour?
Yeah, it's all throughout dinner time. So if you get clouded out on one of the days on the weekend, no problem, because it goes on to Monday, it'll peak, and then Tuesday, again, all at around 6 o'clock or beyond. It does. As soon as it gets dark, you can start looking for the pair, honestly. So they're really a brilliant sight. So it goes on till Tuesday.
Well put, referring to as a more civilized time. Often these things occur, at 3 a.m. or whatever the case may be. All right, the space station and the shuttle together making a bright flyby. Could you elaborate on that, please, Andrew?
Yeah, the space shuttle launched earlier this week, a few days ago, and it's docked to the space station, making for a very bright star-like object gliding in the sky. I took this photograph as the shuttle was just going to hook up to the space station, and so now they're actually together, and it looks like a bright object. You can't miss it. They're making evening sky passes above your backyard. You just have to know when and where to look in the sky. I'll have that information on my website.
Very quickly, Andrew, is that brighter because they're together? If they weren't together, would it be as bright?
No, it is brighter. It is intrinsically brighter because of the space shuttle being docked. It's a larger object, more reflectivity of the sunshine off the metallic surfaces.
All right, well said, Andrew. And finally, the meteor shower, the Leonids. Okay, now this was a less civilized time. It was really early in the morning hours, but I understand that you were out there anyways.
Yeah, there's some real keeners like myself that do go out in the middle of the night. Early morning, between 4 and 6, I was up. I saw from my light-polluted backyard in Montreal about a dozen meteors, very bright ones. This is a photo I took of one. You can see a small little smudge up there. Close up, this is what it looked like. It's actually a sand grain-sized pebble ionizing in the upper atmosphere about 100 kilometers above you. And this was what the show was. There was actually 50 of them per hour visible from North America and 300 in Asia. So it's quite a nice show that happened early morning Tuesday. And it was really amazing. There's some photos, actually. I think we have one here coming up from Ontario, right off of Lake Ontario. An amateur astronomer shot this fireball going down behind the neighbor's house, and here's another bolide or a fireball leaving a smoke trail behind as it zipped through across over Lake Ontario, just outside of Toronto.
Well, it was almost worth getting up at that ungodly hour to see it. Okay, Andrew, thank you very much as always for your contributions. And if anyone needs to get a hold of you, how can they do that?
Well, people can just log on to my website, thenightskyguy.com.
All right, great job as always, Andrew. Have a great weekend, and hey, go Alouettes, go, right?
That's right. Clear skies, everyone.
Okay, stay tuned.